Okay, John, your payment on your 2014 Dodge Dart is going to only be $365 a month on 66 months.
Very nice.
Now, however, based on some of the conversations you and I had earlier, that might not be the best option for you.
Okay.
Has anybody explained to you what gap coverage is?
No.
No? Okay. Let me take a quick minute and explain to you what it does. In the event that your vehicle becomes a total loss and you owe more than what the vehicle's value is at the time of the loss, the gap coverage will pay up to 150% of NADA retail at the time of loss. Now, basically what that means for you is you're carrying about $3,000 over from your Charger that you owed a little bit more, as you already know, than what the vehicle was valued at. And I think you told me earlier you had State Farm insurance, right?
Correct.
And you had a $1,000 deductible?
Yes.
Okay. Well, GAP will not only take care of the difference in what State Farm doesn't pay versus what you still owe on the vehicle, but it will also pay up to that $1,000 deductible. So if the vehicle became a total loss, you wouldn't have to come out of pocket with anything to replace the vehicle or worry about paying for the difference in what you owe. And with the GAP coverage, your payment on 66 months, this is where it would be. And I just need to get your okay right here, and we'll get this wrapped up for you.
But I can get that gap coverage through State Farm.
Actually, you can. John, I have State Farm insurance myself. They've tried to get me to get the GAP on my vehicles before, but let me explain to you why I didn't, and maybe you'll have a little bit better understanding. With State Farm's GAP, it does a couple of things. Number one, it's what they call a rider policy. In other words, if they pay the insurance claim and the GAP has to pay, then you get 2 dings on your insurance. Obviously, you know what that's going to do to your rates.
Yeah, they're going to go up.
They're going to go up. That's exactly right. Now, the second thing is, if somebody else is at fault and State Farm doesn't have to pay anything, their GAP insurance doesn't pay anything either. So you could still be left holding the bag with anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 in order to get in to replace the vehicle. Plus, you still got to pay your $1,000 insurance deductible. So you can see where it makes a lot more sense to go ahead and roll in our GAP today, don't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Great. I just need to get your okay right here, and we'll get all the paperwork finished.
Well, I guess the last thing is the 365 looks good. I'm on a budget, and that 380 is just going to be a little much.
John, I can appreciate that. Most of our customers are on a budget as well, so I can definitely understand where you're coming from. Here's an easy solution for you on that. I can actually, with Ally Bank, so we're going to finance through, I can actually go out to 72 months instead of 66. Doesn't change your interest rate at all, and it'll actually lower your payment down to $360 a month instead of $365, and you get the GAP coverage. So it makes a lot more sense to go ahead and enroll now, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Let me get your okay right here, and we'll get all this wrapped up.
All right, sounds good.